Hey guys, my name's Alexis and today I'm going to tell you guys about measuring power on a chassis dyno. Today we are using a Dynapack chassis dynamometer to measure the power on this naturally aspirated Honda CRX. For those of you that don't know, dyno tuning is engine calibration adjustments done to correct engine loading operation conditions. First we must connect the dynos to the hubs of the car, which in this case will be the two front hubs since the car is front wheel drive. While the dynos are connected to the hubs, this will give the same effect as if the car was really racing. Right here is where our ECU is located. The ECU is the engine control unit and it monitors everything the engine does with the parameter we insert into the program. This program that we are using is the Honda S300. At the top, we have revolutions per minute, mass air pressure, engine coolant temperature, intake air temperature, ignition, battery voltage, and throttle position sensor. On this display, we are able to see the measurements of many things. First, we have our tachometer, which displays revolutions per minute. RPMs are a measure of how much the crankshaft inside the engine is spinning. Next, we have speed in miles per hour. Speed is a measure of how fast a car would be going. And then we have torque. Torque is the vector of force measuring the amount of turning power you have in pounds. Next, we have power, which is also known as horsepower. Horsepower is a measure of how fast work is performed within the motor. All in all, more horsepower leads to more torque, which leads to a greater RPM and a greater mile per hour. These 50s right here are a basic representation of how much RPMs are at that specific hub. Then we have our AFR, which is our air-fuel ratio. Air-fuel ratio is a ratio of air to fuel present within the engine, which is measured by the O2 sensor. We don't want to get too much fuel, nor too little fuel. Last, we have our remote temperature, which is the outside temperature. Our barometer, which is a measure of the atmospheric pressure, and humidity, which is a measure of moisture in the air. Now that we are familiar with the program, let's see the dyno pool. On these graphs, we see that the car made about 242 horsepower and 182 pounds of torque. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.